Shop Wanted section is booming. Shopping the villages and beyond? Now you'll find great deals on villages for sale, as well as our new statewide classified, Florida for sale. Log on today and post your free classified. You'll reach thousands of shoppers who check our listings every day. Are you a business looking to get a corner on the internet marketplace? USA for Sale can help you reach your target audience in Ocala, the villages, and statewide. There's no better place to reach shoppers than right where they shop. Let us show you how. Learn more by calling 352-629-1663 or visit us online at usaforsale.com.
I'm Jan Marino from Palm Garden of Ocala, and I'd like to tell you about the Palm Garden Way. We promote individual care, of course, but we also encourage GEMS. That's going the extra mile, and these are thoughtful individual gifts that make each guest stay special. A gem could be a daily latte or a new book or something else that means a lot to our guest. To find out more about the Palm Garden Way, take a tour, located on the corner of 27th Avenue and 34th Street in Ocala.
What do I do now?
After 911, don't worry, call Fakuri. Fakuri Medical and Chiropractic, treating auto injuries for over 32 years. Same-day appointments, immediate medical attention, all under one roof. Don't worry, call Fakuri. Go to bestinjurycare.com. All auto insurances are accepted. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to take your call. Car accident? Don't worry, call Fakuri. bestinjurycare.com.
Robin, how do you like my design?
You're designing a box?
That's not a box. It's a doghouse.
Rough draft for your rough? Sounds like you need personal service.
I do?
Yes, to print the blueprints. See Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can print blueprints, notarize permit applications, print and mail out invoices, and even provide great-looking business cards.
Personal Service Center. That's the one on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, right?
Just look for the yellow signs. Your pedigree palace will be a reality in no time.
All right, 5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Nice looking Monday morning. 77 degrees. Temperatures expected to climb to 87 today. There's only a 25% chance of rain, and that happens to be about the same time we are expecting the total eclipse of the sun. Galen,
I'm going to put up with that all morning.
Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Bank. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry and Robin, wherever you are. And, of course, Joe. How are you, Joe?
Good morning, Galen. How are you?
Robin is in New York. She went to see Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, yesterday live in Greenwich Village.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I wonder if they use a lot of fake blood.
I think they probably
do. They do.
Hey, that's a great segue to talking about blood. Look at that.
I tried my best.
Hey, Galen, there is a story this morning. We do have a fun topic for you today.
I thought I was segueing into blood.
You did, but I wanted to tell him what the segment is. Do you know what we are going to talk about later?
No, I don't. I missed that.
Baseball legends who were eclipsed by their younger counterparts.
Oh, boy.
I put this together knowing that if you, for some reason, couldn't show up, Joe and I would have a hard time with this.
Hey, I got one already. I just got one. I got one. That was it. I'm done. I'm done for the year. Off air. He asked me one. I gave it to him. I gave him the answer. He said, "You're right. That's it. I'm done. I'm on cloud 9, 10, and 11."
Oh, there's one that is so famous. It's.
All right, hold on to it.
Well, hold on to that thought and see if that's the one I got.
Hold on to it. So, two blood questions. Actually, 3 blood questions.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 of them are questions.
What do you want?
One is, if a person has a blood cancer and doesn't know it and donates blood, could the recipient get cancer? That was a question.
No.
Oh, wow.
Okay. The second one, does a person with blood cancer who receives a blood transfusion need to get their whole body refilled, or do you do 1 pint at a time? How does that work?
It sometimes we do what we call we do what's called therapeutic apheresis, where we'll go in and we'll do a full red cell exchange. So we hook them up to an apheresis machine, and the patient could be on that machine for 6 to 8 hours, and they may need to go through multiples. But yeah, that is an actual therapy that LifeSouth performs for some of the hospitals that we work with.
But the cancer is incurable. If you replace all of the cancerous blood with uncancerous blood, it doesn't cure the cancer.
Correct. It comes from the marrow at that point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, there was a story, and this is where these questions come from. They were not sent to us; they were comments underneath the article, if you know what I mean, on the Reuters news site.
Sure.
Anyway, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, this is the story, said that they have approved a treatment for a rare type of blood cancer. The treatment is called a Besponsa or something. Have you heard of this?
No.
It says it has a warning. The agency's severest form of warning reserved to caution against the most serious adverse events. Besponsa was approved to treat adults with relapsed or refractory B-cell precursor acute lymphoblastic leukemia. This is over my head.
You're pronouncing it right, I hope.
Well, I think I am. It's a disease that will affect about 5,970 people in the U.S. this year and kill about 1,440 of them.
Wow.
So anyway, this has been approved, and hopefully that number will change now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Anyway.
Yeah, they're always trying new stuff.
Well, that's why you do what you do, because if there's no blood, then those people can't be helped. So.
That's exactly right.
This is true.
All right, and we want to thank the two sponsors that make that possible. Then we'll move on to the fun stuff.
Okay.
Palm Garden of Ocala, thank you for sponsoring this segment. Go take a tour. You'll see why we recommend Palm Garden of Ocala. And Penn Flooring. We are walking on the flooring that they put down here at the WOCA studios. And you can make your home or office more beautiful from the floor up. Go check it out.
I like that, from the floor up.
At their showroom at 1201 Southwest 17th Street.
I like that.
All right, you ready for the legendary baseball players that have been eclipsed? Is the key word today. Eclipsed by their younger counterparts.
I'm going to have to put up with this still, too. You realize that?
I know. Well, every time he says a total eclipse, he has to go, well, it's not of the heart, it's of the sun. I got to remember that. So, yeah.
How many times that song going to be played today?
All right, now, from this point on, Joe and I are just going to be color commentary because this is your area, Galen.
Larry, you tell him the one I guessed after he does it. After he guesses it, then tell him the one I got.
Oh, do you want to guess? Go ahead.
I know which one you guessed right now.
Uh-huh.
I can tell you that right now.
Oh, he knows the one I guessed.
Go ahead. Say it. What is it?
It's Wally Pipp.
Who?
I'm sure that was a joke.
That was a joke. Very funny, yeah. That was funny, Galen.
All right, so who was Wally Pipp?
Oh, Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig replaced Wally Pipp. That's probably the most famous one of all time.
Well, guess what? That's not the one I guessed.
Wow, okay.
That is not the one I guessed.
All right, tell him which one you guessed.
Okay, I guessed the one with Babe Ruth and Aaron. He's quiet.
I thought it was a player that eclipsed him.
Eclipsed by a younger player. Yes.
Yeah, but I thought that meant they took their position, so I misunderstood.
Well, maybe we misunderstood. Maybe. Here we go.
I don't know. We're just reading. He's just reading it.
Omar Vizquel.
Oh, jeez.
Do you know Omar Vizquel?
Mm-hmm. He knows.
He was eclipsed
by
on first base by Jeff Bagwell.
Oh, I thought Galen was supposed to guess who they were.
Oh, do you want to guess?
He probably knows. Never mind guesses.
All right. Who was eclipsed by?
Vizquel was a shortstop. He was a shortstop.
Oh, so only the balls that were hit about 4 foot, he catch them. Okay.
All right. He signed a 1-year minor league contract with the Toronto Blue Jays for the 2012 season. What is it? So he eclipsed Jeff Bagwell. Eclipsed him from first base. Does that not make sense to you?
Not at all, because Jeff Bagwell. He was traded to the Houston Astros from the Boston Red Sox.
Okay.
And then he went on to have a Hall of Fame career, and Omar Vizquel is a shortstop, and he came up with the Indians, and that's really where he made the bulk of it. And he's a borderline Hall of Famer. One plays shortstop, one plays first base on two different teams.
Oh, so Omar Vizquel eclipsed Jeff Bagwell then?
No. No. Oh. And it's Vizquel. How does it spell it? Maybe it's the spelling.
Visquel.
I'm saying it.
No, I'm sure you're saying it right.
Yeah,
Viz. I'm sorry.
It's Omar Vizquel, and
Vizquel.
he plays shortstop. Jeff Bagwell plays first base.
Right.
I'm really confused.
You've done that to me.
All right, so I'm just telling you what it said in the.
Go ahead for
ESPN. ESPN did this big article on players that eclipse other players. Jeff Bagwell.
Yeah.
I said him. Manny Ramirez. Left field.
Okay.
Left field.
Who eclipsed him?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, who eclipsed him?
Didn't he eclipse Omar Vizquel?
No, Omar Vizquel played shortstop.
Wow, God.
I even heard that
Played on
one.
the same team.
You know what? Maybe I better just toss this whole article. Maybe I had no clue what I'm even looking
No,
at.
I don't understand. I mean,
Try another
Manny
one.
Ramirez played for the Cleveland Indians, and then he got traded to the Boston Red Sox, helped the Red Sox win World Series in 04 and in 07, and then he got busted for steroids like 4 times. Now he's somewhere in like the
All right,
Korean League.
Let me back off just for a second and read it directly. Maybe that'll help. Can you name the baseball players whose careers were eclipsed by the given player? The given player on the number 1 slide is Omar Vizquel. And it has first base and a player named Jeff Bagwell. Left field, a player named Manny Ramirez. Right field, a player named Vladimir Guerrero. Catcher, Brad Osmus, and shortstop, Edgar Renteria. Does anything make sense to you?
Not really. I mean, I don't
Thank
understand
you.
what they're trying to accomplish.
Those are just the fifth men on a team, right?
And they all play. I guess they're saying at each position, he was the worst hitter on the field with all of those. And I would agree. But they don't even play on the same team.
Okay. There we go.
I don't know. I'm confused. I'm very confused.
I won't
Go
even,
to page 2 then, Larry.
don't
See,
even use this.
it gets worse?
I can do the next one.
Maybe it'll get better. Maybe.
The next player whose career was eclipsed by other players was Nolan Ryan. I'll just tell you the names. You tell me, you get the commentary, okay?
No. Well, we're going to take a break. Oh, poor us.
I could change topics. Come back with something else.
Galen's being very quiet.
I just thought this was a cool...
Well, are we taking a break? I don't know. I mean, Joe tells me we're taking a break.
We are.
I don't say anything.
We are.
I don't know what you want me to do.
You did good.
Just hang in there. We'll be right back. Donate blood. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Looks like we'll have a fair amount of clouds today, along with a thunderstorm in the afternoon hours, the high 88 to 92. Thunder showers will die down tonight, partly cloudy otherwise, low 72 to 81. Tomorrow, sunny to partly cloudy, with an afternoon thunderstorm, high of 89 to 92, and it looks like a couple thunderstorms Wednesday afternoon, high 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
There are only a few things in life that you can be certain will always be around: death, taxes, the pursuit of happiness, and computers. As they continue to advance at an epic pace, the one absolute certainty about them is that they'll break. It's not an if, it's a when. And when it happens, bring it to the only company in Ocala that's certified in Apple and Microsoft, Ocala Mac and PC Repair. They even offer on-site computer repair service, so they come to you. And if you do drop it off, you can check your repair status online. Ocala Mac and PC Repair is a family-owned and operated company that can do everything from mobile repair to wireless networks, fixing viruses, data recovery, even building and installing new systems. Visit online at ocalamacpc.com. In person, 1713 East Silver Springs Boulevard, or give them a call, 352-566-8324. That's 352-566-8324. Ocala Mac and PC Repair.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Hi, my name is Erica Olstein. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. So, you used to be wired, now you're just tired. You used to be thin, but now you're the heaviest you've ever been. You don't necessarily always have to take a med if your thyroid is playing dead. If you have a thyroid disorder, an acupuncture visit may be in order. Come visit me, your primary care physician, Erica Olstein, at A Better You Healthcare. Call me at 352-615-5566.
The entire world watched. They watched each step down the rungs of that small ladder, one after another, and waited with great anticipation for that last step.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
At that moment, humanity saw the impossible become the possible. And today, the sky is not the limit. Achievement. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
All right, 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. Galen Unold is on the phone. I just threw that thing away. It wasn't making sense to Galen, so how could I even
if he doesn't know.
Attempt to make it make sense.
Forget about it, yeah.
All right, so if we didn't have the list, Galen, name a player who eclipsed another player. Maybe that's a better way to do this.
So
there's a couple of ways we could do it. So you can do it, a player who replaced that player on their position on the field. And so I'll give you one because you mentioned him earlier, and that would be Nomar Garciaparra got eclipsed when the Red Sox traded him, and they brought in a new shortstop because he was better defensively, and they felt that it was a better opportunity for them to get better defensively instead of Nomar's bat. And that was Gonzalez, who came in and ended up winning the World Series with the Red Sox in 2004. And it was a huge, huge deal. So that would be one.
Well, there you go. And is Joe not right? Didn't Hank Aaron eclipse Babe Ruth?
Yeah, he broke the home run record. He hit 755.
I guess that's one definition of eclipse, though. Maybe ESPN had a different.
And I don't even know what that. I just don't understand what they were trying to drive at.
I don't know.
They had a flat tire. That's what it didn't drive at anything.
Yeah, it's just that's an odd thing. I mean, you could always go with who broke whose record. But Nolan Ryan, he was on the list, and there were like 8 guys who eclipsed him. Mike Schmidt, who is considered in my opinion, the best third baseman of all time. How the heck did he eclipse anything that Nolan Ryan? I don't know. Makes no sense.
I will find the article and email it to you. Then you can maybe make sense of it.
Well, let's talk about their uniforms then, maybe. I don't know.
There's one scientist, by the way, who is teaming up with baseball today. A NASA scientist. He's going to be in Oregon. Apparently, there's a game out there.
And
he's going to be announcing at the game.
Oh, okay. I thought it was talking about how the baseball is
the
made. The
Salem Kaiser Volcanoes will play a team named for the brewing tradition in Oregon, the Hillsborough Hops.
Hey, Galen, I presume baseballs themselves, they're weighed, or they have a variance they can only use. Am I correct?
Yeah, it's closely monitored how they're fabricated. Yeah.
Fabricated. Oh, that's a good word. Fabricated. Okay. Well, I don't. You got a baseball, and then you have softball, and softball is thrown underhand all the time. That's the only time I've ever seen them pitch is underhand. Am I correct?
Correct. Yeah.
By the way, that young girl we had in here the other day.
She was.
The heck does that have to do anything with Joe? Are you going anywhere with that?
Yeah, Larry just
cul-de-sac.
No, Larry just picked it up. You got to pay attention.
Oh, okay.
The young girl that we had here, Emma, she was in one of the oh my gosh, I wish I had
World Series of
for softball.
For softball, that's it. That's
what we had in there. I don't know if they won or not, but she was tweeting all weekend long. It was an exciting event for her. She's only 13. I think she's 13, right? 13,
yes.
All right.
That's where I was going, and Larry picked it up.
I have a phone call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Yeah, good morning. What I had in mind for that topic was that Carl Yastrzemski had eclipsed Ted Williams, and Ken Griffey Jr. eclipsed Ken Griffey Sr., and Barry Bonds eclipsed Bobby Bonds. That was kind of my thinking. Cal Ripken Sr. and Cal Ripken Jr.
Thank you. That's what I thought this was about. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was using, because neither Joe nor I have a clue what we're talking about.
No.
We're just sitting here.
Okay, Doug. Have a good morning.
Okay, there's a little salt in the wound for Larry and me. Hey, you know nothing about sports. Yes, and we admit it.
But I went to the...
That's why
I actually did research on that segment.
Galen, sometimes we have questions with phone with Joe, and I holler, Galen, where are you when I need you?
Is that when you ring the bell?
I'd say, Galen, where are you?
So who's going to eclipse... Galen, who's going to eclipse who on Friday during the high school game?
Ooh.
Well, Bellevue and Trinity, that'll actually be a good game. Just to see, neither one showed very much during the Jamboree. I think the Trinity Catholic offense could be extremely good. So maybe one of the best in the county.
Oh.
So we'll see. And then Vanguard, I think, is going to be real. I mean, they're ranked 7th in the state in their division, and I think they're going to be good.
So will you have?
I don't know if they'll get as far as they did last year.
Do you have a color? Do you have
because of that? Listen.
Do you have a color person?
Color commentator.
Yeah, we're still working on it. I don't think anything's been confirmed, so I don't want to share that without it being confirmed.
I got to keep Larry straight.
Why?
Color commentator, not a color person. Oh, Galen, help me.
You knew what I meant. A color commentary person.
What time's the game start, Galen? Do you know?
7 o'clock.
Thank you.
7 o'clock.
Good morning. You're on the air.
I think I miss Robin more than y'all.
Thank you.
Good morning. You're on the air.
I know I miss Robin. I hope she's having a great time up there in the big city.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yes, we all miss Robin.
Hey, Galen, in college ball, they use aluminum bats. How come not in the majors?
Oh.
A couple of reasons. One, somebody would get killed because there's something. Basically, the bat comes off of an aluminum. The ball comes off of an aluminum bat much faster. It's about 1.25 more than a wood bat. So it's literally somebody would get killed. That's number one. Number two, it doesn't sound as good. There's something about the crack off of a wooden bat.
Mm-hmm.
And three, it's tradition. That's the way it's always been done. And baseball loves its tradition.
Could the bat itself bend? I could get a dent in it. Would that be a problem?
Well, I mean, yeah, you can dent an aluminum bat, sure.
So wouldn't that be a problem for the next guy using it?
No, they throw it out. They put a new one on.
I mean, they
do.
They go through something like 75 to 100 bats a year already.
Are we on aluminum now?
No.
We're wood. We're talking wood now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you say go through it means when the bat cracks?
Yeah, it cracks, or they don't like it anymore. It gets too heavy. It gets too light.
Really? So the players say they could feel the different. That'd be ounces we're talking about here, right?
All right. So you're one of these microphone snobs, right? In radio.
Oh yes.
You can tell the difference in a good mic and a bad mic.
Yes.
And you can tell the difference from one. There's no difference between a baseball player with their glove, the ball, or the bat. No difference. Those are the tools of their trade, and they know them intimately.
Okay. So in other words, a bat like it's wood would dry out during its lifetime, I presume.
No, I mean they're sealed and lacquered and things like that, but they just break, and they just. Sometimes you can hit it so much it's got an interior crack in it that you might not be able to see.
But they can feel it,
and you can hear it. Yeah, or you can hear it.
Okay, all right. I'm learning new things. Hey, so, I went. What was it, St. Louis, where they made the bats? I drove by there once, but that was about it.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's really cool if you go see where it's in Louisville, Kentucky. It's not in St. Louis.
I'm sorry, Louisville, Kentucky. You are correct, and I was there, and
it's an amazing place.
It was pouring rain, and we were. I mean, it was not a little. It was pouring rain. I'm not pulling over and going no. But that's the one that has the gigantic bat on the outside there.
It most certainly does. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we went by Louisville. Yeah. So it was something just to drive by. Oh, it's this big bat. Oh, I remember where we are now. I mean, they had Churchill Downs had just opened, and it was pouring rain. We didn't do any of it. We turned around and went home. That was it. Because I had to go there for business one time. It was like, oh man, what a weekend that was.
Galen, where will you be at the 248 when the Eclipse is at its?
Here we go.
I will be inside working, and I will not be looking at the Eclipse.
Thank you.
Because it's silly. You know me, I'm not a big weather guy.
What song will you be listening to?
Oh, gee!
What song
I will be working.
Yeah, thank you. Good answer.
Do you want me to call you and play a song on your phone?
No.
If you want to, Larry, if you want to take the time out to
all right, it'll be this one. It'll be this one.
Every now and then I get a little bit nervous.
You know what's good is Larry goes through these moods where he'll play a song like a lot, like the chicken dance, and then he won't play it again ever.
That's right.
Yes, thank goodness.
That's right.
You just let him get it out of his system.
Yeah, that's
You'll
right.
never hear the song again.
Well, no, at least for 99 years, so
That's right.
it won't be around for 99
Again,
years.
you will never hear the song again. I won't be here in 99 years.
That's right. Neither will. Hey,
So.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, is it time for to ask him this question?
It is time. Where's the Budmobile today, Galen?
Budmobile today is at the Walmart on Bahia Boulevard, on Bahia Road, right there in the shores.
Bahia Road. Sounds Scottish, don't you think? Bahia Road.
Bahia.
Like a Bahia.
It's a kind of grass. It's a grass.
It looks like it should be pronounced Bahia, doesn't it?
Yeah, Bahia.
Yeah, they say Bahia.
It's Bahia.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, you know what? I was reading a book the other day, Galen, and I thought of you because the author is from the South. Or no, the character is from the South, but the author is from the North. And she wrote iced tea and not sweet tea. And I said, oh, that's a mistake. If she was really from the South, she would say sweet tea.
This is true.
Yes.
This is true.
Just thought I'd point that out. All right. Hey, thank you for what you do, Galen. Don't look at the sun today.
Don't worry about that. All right. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
Bye, all.
We'll be right back.
I'm back soon, Robin, please.
Here is your 30-second news brief. A tropical wave is expected to bring heavy rains, wind, and flooding to South Florida tomorrow, but it is not expected to affect us in Central Florida. A 19-year-old woman from Ocala was critically injured yesterday in a single-vehicle accident in Levy County. 3 candidates running for governor met with gay and lesbian advocates Saturday, saying they will pass a law to give gays and lesbians civil rights protections in Florida, and the Letty Tolles Dog Park in Ocala will reopen this Friday. And that is your news brief from The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Paul Stevens. 10 U.S. sailors are missing, 5 injured. A Navy warship collides with an oil tanker in South Asia.
A search operation launched in waters near Singapore after the destroyer, the USS John S. McCain, suffered what the Navy calls significant damage. Malaysia's Navy alerting fishing boats to keep a lookout for the missing sailors. The ship was sailing to Singapore for a routine port call when the collision happened. The Navy saying a number of compartments were flooded.
Fox's Simon Owen. Parts of Oregon, Idaho, and Wyoming might offer the best viewing for today's solar eclipse.
The latest forecast hasn't really changed over the past few forecasts, in a sense that it continues to look like our best chances as far as limited cloud cover are going to continue to be over the Pacific Northwest.
Meteorologist Brian Hurley at the National Weather Service. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Unexpected reactions to smart financial decisions brought to you by feedthepig.org.
Well, I finally did it. My student loan is totally paid off. I can't believe it. I can't believe it either. I paid more than the minimum each month, and soon enough, it was gone.
So you're just giving up?
Giving up on what?
The life of luxury. Egyptian cotton, caviar Thursdays, designer everything.
What are you talking about?
Our plan. What happened to winning the lottery and mastering the art of the perfect mimosa? Hosting galas, wearing enough jewelry to require a bodyguard, vacationing in the French Riviera, and then buying it.
I just thought maybe it was time to prepare for my future. You know, set some financial goals, make some smart investments, open a 401k.
Financial goals? Investments? A 401k? You are horrifying right now. Listen, if winning the lottery were easy, everyone would do it.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Howdy folks, RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Hang tough, baby. It's rodeo time in Ocala. The 35th annual Ocala Shrine Pro Rodeo returns September 1st and 2nd, 7:30 nightly. Witness America's #1 sport in the greatest show on dirt as cowboys ride to help children walk. It all happens rain or shine in the covered arena at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion. For tickets and information, call 352-402-8808. Don't miss the rodeo in Ocala.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
When we're stressed, we tend to take shallower breaths. If our brain isn't getting enough oxygen, it'll send signals to our body telling it to yawn deeply in order to get more air. Female Tinder users are 98% less likely to swipe right on your profile if your bio section is blank. Taking breaks does, in fact, help boost our mood and makes us more creative and productive.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Stay informed on everything going on in the villages with the Village Spectator newspaper. The Village Spectator is exclusively devoted to the villages with news, commentary, and more. And yes, they have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask is that you tell them where you heard about them. Call Tom's Picks at 804-1223 and pick up your copy of the Village Spectator today.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online.
Feeling creative or looking for inspiration? The Appleton Museum of Art has something for you with a full schedule of studio art classes and workshops for adults, teens, children, and even pre-K. Classes begin as early as September and cover a broad range of subjects for all skill levels, including drawing, painting, clay, mixed media, sculpture, and more. For more information or to register, call 352-291-4455 or visit appletonmuseum.org.
An unexpected pregnancy can turn a young woman's life upside down. The House of One in Faith in Ocala gives these young women a place to live in privacy and comfort under the Christian care of counselors who will guide and protect both the woman and her unborn child. The House of One in Faith is confidential, loving, and free. For more information, call 352-687-8890.